Skoolz platform. This is our Leader Speak series. This is where we connect our parent community and our viewers to school and school leadership. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure meeting you and having this discussion.
Thank you, sir. I would like to introduce Sir George Kurian. Sir has been in the field of education, has been dedicatedly and tirelessly working for the last 27 years, and he has been in the position of a principal for the last 12 years. And more than that, sir has 8 years of experience working in the Northeast region of a country. And one of sir's motto is work is worship, which is very inspiring, and that has been reflected throughout his career. Sir, welcome once again to our platform and the Leader Speak series, sir.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure again to meet you. In fact, it is really motivating to meet people like you and discuss very, very important matters on education, which is the need of the hour.
Sir, how does the day go in Dayanandsagar public schools?
Yeah, we have beautiful days. Every day is a beautiful day. In fact, every day is a unique day. It's a new day. We have, of course, a very formal timetable. In fact, we begin the day with the prayer in the morning assembly. We all gather together and we start the day with the prayer. And of course, the students take the lead. Okay, unlike in the conventional method, here the students start the day. And of course, teachers prepare them for the assembly. In fact, right in the assembly, they have different activities, different topics. So after the prayer, of course, the thought for the day, the word of the day, a proverb, something inspirational. The students give the news for the day. They present the news bulletin. So it goes that way. In fact, children get a wonderful opportunity to take the lead. They become leaders. They gain confidence in conducting the morning assembly. Every class gets the opportunity to conduct the morning assembly. So the beginning of the day itself, they start the learning process. Okay. Of course, then the day goes with the different activities of the day as per the timetable. And I feel every day is a happy day. So we do not want to bring any unpleasant moments during the day. I feel that they should be, the children and the staff, they should be happy to come to school. And when they leave the school, they really miss the school. Okay, a very joyous atmosphere we create, and of course the learning takes place. They will be packed with the knowledge, and of course it is through a lot of activities. It should not be a day packed with a lot of theories from the textbook or in the four walls of the classroom. That is not the kind of schooling that I dream of. It is full of activities, full of do and learn method, experiential learning. So it takes place throughout the day, but with a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of inquisitiveness, and a lot of joy. There should not be any burden of the day because of any kind of learning. So it is every day is a happy day. Every day is a day packed with a lot of information, knowledge, and activities.
Wonderful to know that, sir. The children start the day with a prayer where they learn leadership skills, and the day just progresses more into learning, but yes, with the joy, and looks like happiness is ensured. The traditional or the formal way of education is slightly stricter, and it comes with one way of doing it, which is very formal. So what is your stand on formal schooling, sir?
Yeah, formal education is needed. Of course, that is, the formal education has got its own very systematic ways of learning things based on our specific curriculum. specific schedule. So that is of course needed, but then it should not be very rigid. We should not to stick to that system that is already there, and it should not be, the education should not be for that the conventional system that is there. But I prefer a combination of the formal education, and with whatever possible way we can include informal learning. That there must be a room for informal learning also, and children should be able to learn by themselves. Of course, maybe when they are out of the school, we must train them to learn by themselves, self learning, which is of course maybe outside the textbook, outside the so-called curriculum. So the self learning is very important. Self realization take place. They learn things from the from the campus, from the open air, from their own life. Maybe when they are outside the campus, when they are at home, so they can even learn from the nature. Yes, so we need to introduce a space for learning even outside this formal system of education.
Definitely. So learning does happen in the Dayanandsagar Public School outside of the classroom, and learning seems to be the focus. Sir, like few children, not every child would participate in all the activities within the classroom or in the annual events. So maybe because of inferiority complexes or a lack of motivation. How do you address this challenge, sir?
See, I feel that the children, no child has any inferiority complex. Okay, no child has any learning difficulties. But ironically, we do notice children with learning difficulties or children with inferiority complex. My question, how did they develop this inferiority complex, or how do they face difficulties? It is we adult have got some role in it. A child who is born, a child who is growing up is innocent. It is the purest. It is with the purest mind and heart and soul. But how do these children develop inferiority complex? I think we adults, including maybe sometime parents have some role, all the teachers, all the society has got some role in developing inferiority complex in the mind of the child. See, where does the fear come? The fear is from the outside. We inject fear into the mind of the child. So I feel that the children are, if a child is suffering from inferiority complex or some learning difficulties, we have a part in it. So I always feel that we must to remove the fear of learning from the mind of the child. Okay, so we have to create a very conducive atmosphere for the child, and every child is accepted as he or she is. So there should not be any room for inferiority complex. We have all got different skills, different abilities. We need to find out what are the abilities in a child, not the disabilities. Very positively, we need to look at the child. So naturally they will be motivated, they will get encouraged. We should never compare a child with another child. There the problem comes, and there should not be any competition in the field of learning. We need to, in fact, we need to introduce cooperative learning, cooperation. They learn together. So it is, I feel mostly we create these negative thoughts, inferiority complex in the child. If we are highly positive, encouraging, motivating, appreciating the abilities and skills in a child, we can avoid all these negative issues. Of course, there are some children differently abled, we call it differently abled. That it is not their mistakes. We should never look at that way, and the child should never feel that I mean, it is some problem of the child. So they must be helped. I mean, we have got special educators for that, to identify those kind of problems, and they must be taken care. So we know the best example of Helen Keller. Helen Keller, she has proved herself a great learner. So how was it possible for Helen Keller? So it is the best example. We have got live examples in the history. We have got heroes, heroines who are really done well as a learner. So it is in the hand of educators to bring them up in the right way.
Definitely, sir. Focus on the possibilities and the abilities and not the disability, and cooperative learning and inclusiveness. Absolutely
Yes.
fantastic, sir, ideologies to have. Sir, how do you make sure that your staff and teaching faculty are also in line with these ideologies and objectives of the management?
Yes, we start from day one. Of course, when a candidate is contacting us, even in the interview itself, we introduce our vision, mission, etc. The philosophy of learning is clarified right from the beginning. Of course, then they get to know the kind of the policies, the philosophy of the institution. They come to know. So even they are guided, trained to fit into the system. Of course, we do identify teachers who can manage, teachers who are suitable for our institution. So it starts from day one, and the process continues. And they take up the ownership. They belong to the family. It is a family. We create a family atmosphere. They are not here to work and finish the work and get the pay. It is not that way. So it is the teamwork. It is a teamwork with guidance, with training. That's the way we go ahead.
Wonderful to know, sir. So, what is the long-term objective for a child at your school?
Of course, every child is admitted for learning, getting the education, because that is true. See, it is not mark or grades. It is much more than that. See, along with the various subjects learning, we want the children to develop skills that are required to manage life ahead. See, we notice that we do find in the history or in the past, children who are academically very good, children who are at the top of the class, sometimes they fail to lead a successful life. Now, why is it? Who are to blame for such kind of failures in life? See, what I feel that along with the learning, their skill development should take place. For example, life skills, soft skills that are required to manage a successful and happy life. So right from the beginning, from the pre-primary school itself, we would like to concentrate on making a child a perfect human being. So they should become a very good human being ahead in life. So education is not preparation for life. Education is life itself. So at the end of a school education, when they move out into the world, the children should not feel out of place, maybe like a fish out of water. So if they feel they are finding it difficult to survive in the world, outside world, it is our mistake. we are to blame, because we have not prepared them for life. Okay, education is life itself. So we have a holistic view of education for life. Lead a righteous life, lead a happy life. Uh, there are a lot of issues, problems come along the way, but our children must be prepared to solve the problems and go ahead. Otherwise, all this learning that takes place, all the marks or grades that our children got into their progress report, it's all waste. So for me, the most important thing is the learning sometime outside the classrooms. So everything, I mean, that they gain outside these marks and grades, sometimes that becomes most important in life. So our children should lead a very successful life as a good human being, because they are the future citizens, the nation builders. So if they fail, I think the whole country will face serious problems. So this is what is my vision of education of the child.
Definitely, sir. Very progressive thinking and very progressive way of approaching. What education is life itself. Fantastic, sir. And a child's life, as much as the school and the teachers are part of it, parent is another, and family is another big part of a child's life. How much of a parent participation would you expect in an academic year?
Yeah, I always believe that a school life of a child, it is a triangular relationship. Okay, the parent, teachers, and the child, or the parent, school, and the child. So we cannot to keep away. I mean, we cannot to keep away the parents from the school. So if we have more contact with the parents, it will be more successful, the child's schooling. So whenever possible, we must include the parents in the education of the child. So we have got various events that are taking place in the school. So we invite the parents to join for the event and be part of the events, be part of the learning, so that they know what is happening in the school. And we also get to know what is in the mind of the parents. So we must maintain a very healthy relationship with the parents group. And there are parents who can involve in the school activities, volunteering in our school programs. And it's a community learning. So I feel that the sufficient importance must be given to the involvement of the parents for the successful learning.
Okay, sir. So what kind of major events or functions do you hold at the school?
I don't say any event as a major event. I feel that every event has got its own importance. So right from day one till the end of the year, we have so many events. In fact, through these events and activities, we learn a lot. These are all things that we learn outside the textbook. And they are all very, very real learning, life lessons we learn. In fact, if you miss any of these events, and it's a loss. Unfortunately, during this pandemic time, we are missing some of these events, but whatever possible, we are doing it even online. So I did not want to miss any of these events. We try to include either online and offline. A number of events are conducted, and all these, every event has got its own significance and learning outcome. In fact, the children enjoy participating all these events. We do notice that most of the parents also appreciate, and they do participate along with the children in all these events. I can just to recollect a few events. So we started in the month of June, and the first event was in the calendar, Environment Day. So we know the importance of environment, saving environment is how important we know. So the children through activities, they have learned what is environment, what is a healthy environment, what are the threats that are there now against the environment. They all came to know. So we had the planting of sapling, and of course children prepared paper bags to stop this plastic menace. So it went on like that. We had Ocean Day. I mean, this is the time of safety. So we had a Stay Safe, Stay Healthy week we had, and every teacher has taken a topic on how we can be safe physically, mentally, and socially, how we can be safe. So one week was there, Stay Safe, Stay Healthy week. Then we had Father's Day, International Yoga Day, Doctor's Day, and of course all the national festival, Independence Day. And we always see along with this celebrations, events, how we can make it special. So for example, Independence Day, we start the whole 1 month ago, we started a program called India Quiz. So all the things related to the freedom fighters, all these things were introduced in the form of a daily quiz. So India Quiz was conducted, and the culmination of the quiz was on Independence Day. So the winners were rewarded. Those who answered well, they were all rewarded. Then we had the Life Skill Week. We had Teachers' Day celebration, and every year we give chance to the children to participate in literary and cultural programs. We list out some literary programs and some cultural programs. So children select whatever items they would like to participate. So children were given an opportunity to participate in literary and cultural events. Of course, they were helped and they were appreciated for their performance. Then, of course, Children's Day program was there. We had a science exhibition. In spite of this pandemic, we had a science exhibition. It was a wonderful experience of learning. We could see the scientist in the child. The scientific temperament of the child was, noticed during this exhibition. It was a big expose. Okay, the children loved the science exhibition. So I mean, there are numerous things to list out. And can you say which event is bad? Which event is not important? Every event is important because the result is something very unique. So I feel that we can conduct so many events. It is endless, and children love it. And if we cut off any of these events, it is children won't like it. Okay, so I believe in all the events, all the activities. It's a big learning experience, both for the children as well as for the teachers. Even the parents also participate in these activities.
So I can see when you said learning happens outside of the classroom. This is one such example with numerous activities, and each one is, keeping a child engaged and learning is going forward. Very enriching, sir. So the parent has few concerns whenever they think of school for their beloved child. Academics is definitely a part of that participation. Safety is another thing, sir. How do you ensure safety, security, and privacy for a child?
Yeah, it is a very important question, especially in the present scenario. If you ask me what is the most important thing for a school, I should say the number one priority must be given to the safety of the child. A child who comes from the safe home must feel that here also the child, as soon as the child steps into the portals of the campus, the child should feel safe, secure, happy. and fearless. That's what I've been mentioning. The child should not face any element of fear in the learning, in the social life, in the school, the child's movement anywhere. Uh, so the safe environment we need to create. Of course, there are some protocols that we follow right from now. Due to the pandemic, we have the scanning is done for temperature. Then, of course, the sanitizer is used right from the entrance. Then, of course, in the classroom, all those COVID protocol we follow. Otherwise, also we have all the safety measures. We have got to security guard. We have got to attenders, ayas to look after the child allotted for each classroom. And teachers are also very vigilant. So every child is given safety and security. And we have got to CCTV fitted at different points. And of course, the principal can view the camera, I mean, the TV fitted with the different cameras at different places. So everyone is aware of the safety and security of the child. So due importance is given. In fact, the most important thing is the safety of the child. So highest priority is given to the child. We have got every floor has got an infirmary. The child is if the child is not feeling well, the first aid is given. So immediate some measures is taken to feel that child is comfortable, child is healthy, so the child can take rest. If needed, immediately doctors are doctors help is if it is required, we approach the medical department. Of course, the parent is immediately informed. So safety is followed with due importance.
Definitely, sir. So there's so much of experience and knowledge that is coming at us, and also the dedication that you have for the students' welfare. What inspired you to be an educator, sir?
Yeah, of course. We see how the life is taking place outside. We have seen from the childhood different people, different careers. So right from the beginning, we have, I mean, we develop a respect for our teachers, and we see them as God's own people. So Guru Devo Bhava. Yes, after our parents, we meet our teachers, and our teachers are everything for us. So okay, that feeling was there. The the significance of a teacher in the society, that feeling was there. And of course, it continued. Then, of course, when I completed my studies, B.Ed was a choice. Okay, gone for B.Ed, and professionally, I secured the B.Ed qualification, so qualified to be a teacher. Then, of course, started the teaching. But even before that, I was involved in helping the children, because I told you in the notice itself, we used to have youth programs teaching them moral values and conducting various workshops, seminar, youth camps. So here, a teacher has got an important role in the making of a child. So teachers are the architect of human being. They build the nation. Okay, they build the human beings. They build with the bricks of wisdom, knowledge, and love. Okay, so we are the nation builders, and it is. I think I enjoyed doing it. I enjoyed teaching the children, helping the children, teaching them values, helping them in their life. So there is a special joy in teaching the children, bringing up. And I always looked back when a child has joined a school, and all along the school life, the child has learned a lot of things. I could witness the growth and development of a child. It's like a small sapling planted by a farmer, and of course with a lot of care, water this sapling, give sufficient manure, of course place it in the sunlight with sufficient sunlight and air is required, and you see the farmers, they enjoy seeing the fruits of his labor. So the same thing I also observed when the child has joined the pre-primary school and the class one. I have seen with my own eyes the progress of the child. So what a wonderful life it is of a child who is admitted in a school, and we become part of the growth and development of this child, not only in learning the lessons, learning the curriculum, but their life itself, development of their life, learning a lot of skills, and they become smart children, they become leaders, and they can manage anything. So some of my children, and we never feel envy of our children doing better than us. So I have seen with my own eyes children, performing better than the teachers, and we never feel jealous of our students who do better than us. I think teachers and parents are the only one group who will never feel jealous of the growth of their children. So I used to find joy. I used to be proud of seeing my own children performing on the stage. And of course, later when they move out of the school, and after some years when we meet them, they say that I am doing well in life. I am the manager, I am the CEO, I am working, I am heading. And they come back and say, it's all because of the lessons I learned during my childhood. So school is everything for a person's life. It is in the school we lay the foundation for, for being a very good human being, being a very good, leader, or even a very good person leading a life, even if it is a family life, whatever field, irrespective of anything, it is the school that will lay foundation, and teachers, principal, we become partakers in making this life. So that's the feeling I have, and I think nobody else can get this feeling except the teachers. Yes.
Definitely, sir. I believe this is why teaching is called a noble profession. And I see when you said that work is worship, I see that reflected in all your, each sentence that you say. It's all centered around a child, a wholesome development of a child. So fantastic to know that. I'm sure many parents are reassured by that. Sir, I would like to know your feedback on a platform Skoolz.
Okay. See, I think I do not know much about school, but I think you are the first person whom I came into contact from this platform, Skool. Of course, I think Mr. Kishan has been instrumental. He is instrumental in connecting with this platform and you. It is, people who are, supporting by whatever way in education. They are all, great people. See, you, just a very short contact with you and Mr. Kishan, it has been very inspiring. We all inspire. And what inspire? Inspire life, inspire people, inspire human being. Okay, we are not dealing with, materials, lifeless material. We are all connected. It's all a very big network. And irrespective of any profit, it's all, friendship. It's all, cooperation. And I'm really, moved by the way you have, created this this session. We have wonderful people, lovely people, and it's a wonderful opportunity that I got to connect with school platform, and especially you. I mean, you are a very dynamic person, so cheerful. So meeting people like you is really highly motivating, inspiring. And if we keep on, spreading this message, this network, this teamwork, the world will be a better place. Our schools will be better schools. So I think you must be really proud of meeting people in the field of education. Not because I am I am no one, but the effort is really highly appreciated. Thank you so much for
Thank you,
creating
sir.
this
Those
atmosphere.
warm words, and sir, believe me, I am very proud of myself for meeting you, and also I take joy in knowing such and I said like 27 years of tireless effort in the field of education. What you've put in. Sir, believe me, it is inspiring to me and many, sir. Thank you for that service. And also, we honestly look forward to a very positive association with your organization, your school, Dayanand Public School, and also with you, sir. So really fantastic to have you on our platform, Leader Speaks for Schools. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's my pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.